Hey guys, so today you and I are going to talk about employees and when they're about to leave. So let's get into it. So the question in question was, Fredrik, how should I deal with an employee who I suspect is about to leave my company? And the short answer is just as you would with any resource that you're about to lose. You need to knowledge share and do damage control, basically. That's what you should be doing. Let me explain. So this person leaving is a good opportunity for you as the manager or the boss or whatever you are to reflect a bit, because now you're losing someone, and the first thing that you should be asking yourself is you should talk to this person. You should set away some time to do a little bit of interviewing, a little bit of investigation with this person, try to figure out why they are leaving. If they're only leaving, if you can deduce if they're leaving because of some internal issues, then that's a very good source of information, because the person now, they don't really have anything to lose because they've already decided to leave, right? Don't try to catch them, don't try to force them back, or unless they're like a critical resource of some sort. Try to, first and foremost, prioritize figuring out what has gone wrong here. Try to learn from it. Now, once you've done that, now you need to reflect yourself on what the impact is going to be of this person leaving. Because what's interesting here is, if you're freaking out right now and going something like, oh shit, we're losing this super critical person, and this person knows system A, B, and C, and nobody else knows that. Who the fuck is the problem? I'm sorry to swear like that, but that's basically what my question. If you are now losing someone, you're freaking out over losing that person, then you have something that is really, really wrong in your organization. Because this thing here, this person leaving and that having a negative impact on your company, if you're doing things right, the only thing that should negatively affect your company is the fact that it might hit your morale a little bit if someone leaves that is really beloved within the company, and that you now need to switch that person out and have someone trained and then get up to speed. Now, if you're afraid of losing a critical resource that has some type of intimate knowledge where you basically have, they are critical for your operation, then you're doing something wrong. And that's the thing I want to capture here, because I'm guessing that this is the case because of the way that this person is formulating the question. Because if someone, you should know that it's completely normal for someone to leave your company when it comes to programmers. I've stated this a few times before. The average time a developer stays in the same company is 2 to 4 years. Now, if you know anything about the IT industry, you will know the fact that this is how quickly people are moving and how high the demand for developers are. So you cannot run your company with the mindset that, oh, I'm just going to put this person here and they're going to stay there forever. If you do that, you're setting yourself up for critical failures. And this is exactly what's most likely, this is probably what's happening at this point. So this thing here can be solved in exactly one way. And that is for you as the manager to understand knowledge sharing. That is the thing that you are after. This is and what's that? Knowledge sharing, my friend, is allowing your developers to do those things that you may or may not feel are critical to your business, because you might have the mindset that if they're not working on their system, if they're not doing their work, if they're doing pair programming, that's a waste of time because that doesn't help my company. I mean, 2 people doing this work of 1 person, that doesn't help anything. They may not be doing code reviews, or they may not, you may have senior developers that you're trying to make as productive as possible, and then the juniors, they kind of just do their own thing. This is your problem right there, how you're managing your company. Because if you have a person leave your company and that really is going to damage something, then that person is too important. And that's the thing you want to kill in an IT company. It is critical that you kill this, and this is the way you do it. It's an insurance policy. That is what knowledge sharing is about. That's what collaboration is about. That's what pair programming, mob coding, all of these luxury trend words you most likely have been hearing about, that all the cool companies are doing, but you don't do because it's economically stupid or whatever you might believe. This is how they make sure that the lights stay on if someone decides to leave, regardless of who that person is. And it is the most important investment you can make as a technical manager. So what I want you to take away from this is basically that the way that you should handle an employee leaving is, number one, try to figure out why. That's the first thing, because if you have some internal issue, there might have been some type of bad blood, there might have been something going on that you weren't aware of. You can now you have this and only this chance to hear it from someone who's most likely going to be a little bit more honest than the people already working in your company, because the people in your company may not be that honest. So make sure that you leverage this opportunity. Second thing is, do personal reflection here now and ask, what, like damage control basically. What's going to happen now? This person's going to leave. Do I have to tell this person to go and talk to a lot of people and like knowledge share and knowledge spread as much as possible? Because if they're leaving and they're taking with them some critical knowledge for your company, you need to share that quickly in like a fraction of the time you could have had. And then once that is done, you need to restructure your organization, because if someone can get to a point where they're so important for the company that it really damages you that they leave, apart from just their productivity, you need to start investing in knowledge sharing. And knowledge sharing is acquired by allowing developers to talk to each other, seniors and juniors, etc., to have a community, and having code reviews, doing pair programming, mob coding, these sorts of things. This is what you're after. You're after an office environment where everybody sort of knows what everybody else does, so that you can move people around. That's how you ensure that your company doesn't go under if the wrong person leaves. Have a great day.